Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the February 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're taking a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at general, what's coming for February. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, a healing note. But yeah, let's go ahead and see, Leo, what we're working with. Pulling a summary card or an affirmation card for what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card, I am sealed. This is an interesting one. Oftentimes with the I am sealed card, it means that you're closed off, but it's closed off in a good way. It's like it's only taking on things that are good for you. And it's that ability to shut out everything else that's not so good or not serving you well. So I am sealed actually has a really positive meaning. I like to tell people, like, think about having a bubble around you, Leo, and that bubble only lets in the good stuff and blocks out the bad stuff. But let's see what messages. Oh geez, that's way too high. Okay, let's see what messages though we have for you for these last few weeks or month. The first card that we have is the 5 of Coins or the 5 of Pentacles. This is a card of worry. And oftentimes this is specifically financial worry. We're going to take a look at this a little bit closer, but perhaps like something came up financially and you were able to kind of avoid the situation. Like maybe it wouldn't have been a good investment or good choice of something to buy. But something financial perhaps. The next card that we have is the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance, harmony, moderation. We love moderation when it comes to spending money. So again, maybe something came up and you're like, no, I really just shouldn't buy this right now. Again, some money angst, but it's like more so it was good money decisions. Like intuitively you knew that it wasn't serving you well. Balance and harmony though, like to see that. The sealed can really lead to that balance and harmony too, because we're not taking on those bad things that can really throw off our energy or the way we're feeling. And then at the bottom here we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of respect, leadership, strategic planning. Going back to the money thing, that seems to be the message that wants to stick here the most. Perhaps there's something you're saving for or trying to pay off a debt or something, and it's like you were so focused on the big picture that you were able to like skip this one thing or move past this one thing because the big picture meant more. Again, we're saving for something or trying to pay something off. Let's go ahead and take a look though at our clarifiers and see what other messages I can give you here, Leo. First up, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is really long term. So again, it's like we passed up on this thing short term that we would have wanted because we were working towards something bigger. Strategically, I think that was a really good move for you. The King of Swords is like kind of saying we're doing the right thing, we're on the right path. Next up, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is a card about going within for clarity. It's being on a quest for personal truth, that spiritual illumination. It's about doing the things that feel good for us. I will say this balance, this harmony, this new kind of like guidelines you've set for yourself seem to be serving you well. Again, it's keeping your eye on the prize, keeping you focused on what you want. And it's helping you like decide like, is this moving me towards what I want long term? Then at the bottom here, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a card that can feel a little stagnant sometimes. The other meaning of this card is a card of wisdom, and it's a card of self-sacrifice. So again, it's like saying no to something now because it's going to lead to something greater in the future. So it's like you're really clear on what you want now and how to get there. So in general, this feels really good. And I think, again, for many of you, This was somehow related to finances. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything, excuse me, anything related to just general what's coming for February. We have the card, I Am Royalty. I love when this card, Leo, when it comes up. I just see it so rarely. But you are quality, you are royalty. You are the prize, you are the trophy. So I always like this affirmation. It's a really neat one. And like I said, it comes up so rarely. So you're rare, you're royalty. Let's see what messages we have coming through here, Leo, underneath this card. First up, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So some new love energy brewing definitely for you going into February. This could be, again, new love, new relationship, new friendship, new animal, but something new in terms of love. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of going through a transition. On the standard deck, this is like a card with a picture of a boat and everybody's facing away with us and their sword stuck into the boat, but the boat is moving in a forward positive direction. So we're going through some sort of transformation here, and it's going to be a really meaningful transformation. One other thing when I want to say with the Six of Swords, this can actually be physically moving or relocating as well. Moving on down to our Nine of Cups, such a good card to have. This is wishes coming true. This is a card of material abundance. It's a card of good health. So if you haven't been feeling the best, this is a great card for you. But more than anything, this is like literally saying whatever you want, you can have. So whatever you've been wishing for, whatever you've been hoping for, wishes coming true. First up for clarifiers, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. It's again our desires. I think you've been wanting this relationship, you've been wanting this baby, this friend, this animal. So this is very fulfilling. This is again fulfilling a desire that we've had. The next card we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. Again, we're going through change. The Six of Swords is a card of transformation. Call it transformation, call it change, call it whatever you please. But definitely we're going through some sort of change here, which makes sense. If you're entering into a new relationship, that's change. New friends a change, new animals change. Finding out you're pregnant or having a baby is definitely a change. Perhaps it's a grandbaby. But whatever it is, it's changing and it's happening really quickly. This is nice to see, maybe especially for some of you that have been kind of stagnant and feel like things haven't been moving. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. This is a card of giving or receiving help. This is an interesting message coming through. It's almost like somebody is coming to like give you that one little extra push that you need to accomplish or obtain whatever this wish is. Or like, this is so silly, but like if you're not feeling good, somebody's gonna say like, have you tried to take so-and-so? And it's like the thing that you need to feel completely better. Somebody's coming along and giving you the little extra nudge that you need in whatever aspect, Leo. Okay. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to pull a quick money card here. This is like tips, tricks, affirmations. It says, there's a difference between saving money and hoarding it. One increases the flow with intention of using it for a specific purpose. The other suffocates and restricts the flow without the fear of scarcity. Okay. So now let's take a look. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. Up first, we have the Knight of Coins or the Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be a card of being reliable and being patient. There could be something taking a little bit longer than you would like it to, but with the Knight of Pentacles, the message is to continue to keep working hard towards it. So just because there's a delay on something, do not abandon ship, don't give up on it, continue to keep pushing forward on whatever it is that you're working on. The next card that we have is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. And this is a good reminder that you could be holding yourself back on something or limiting yourself in some sort of way. So this card is always like such a good warning card because then you can be proactive. So make sure that you're not blocking yourself or limiting yourself in any way related to career or money this month. Of course, we're going to pull a clarifier and see if we can give any more context there. Then at the bottom, we have the Four of Coins or the Four of Pentacles. This is a desire, again, desire for long-term security. We talked about the Four of Pentacles earlier. This is wanting something that we don't currently have. So a couple messages here. Again, whatever we're working towards, even though there's going to be some sort of delay or waiting, we need to make sure that we continue to push forward. And then with the Eight of Swords, we want to make sure we take kind of a step back and look and assess and make sure that we're not holding ourselves back from this Four of Coins in any way, shape, or form here, Leo. Let's take a peek at our clarifiers though and see what other messages we have. First up, we have the King of Cups. This is a very supportive card. It's a card of being tolerant. Tolerance kind of key. It's like as things pop up or waits happen, it's staying tolerant, staying persistent, continuing to work hard, stay patient, and push forward. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of going through a necessary transition. We were just talking about the Six of Swords. Oh yes, right next to it. So going through some sort of transition here. I feel like you do need to realize potentially what we're doing that's limiting things. I kind of don't love that message, but I'm reading it the way I'm getting it. So there's like some sort of transition that needs to happen where we realize and course correct on a certain behavior or maybe even thought. At the bottom here, we have the Sun card. In terms of good card in the tarot deck, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. I love to see this. So whatever this desire is, this thing that we want that we don't currently have with the Four of Pentacles, this is indicating that we're going to get it. This is also a very material card. So in terms of money, we love that actual true material money. So overall good, I would say keep pushing forward, make sure we're not limiting ourselves, but you can definitely expect a really positive, successful outcome there. Okay, moving on, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Similar to the money column, we have a quick love message to kick things off. The card says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, think job, career, anything related to love, think family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Leo. First up, we have the Star card. The Star card's a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. I feel like potentially you could be reigniting a past love, reigniting a past friendship, reunions kind of coming to mind. There's some sort of renewal happening here. So if you're single, I could see you, again, working something out with somebody previously that you've been with, or maybe there's a friend you've grown distance with and this is kind of renewing of that relationship. But again, renewal is the word that's sticking out heavy there with the Star card. Up next, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's a card of fresh hope, taking chances, going on new paths, adventures, new beginnings. So with the Fool card, again, I do think this is a new beginning for somebody that you've been with previously or you've been friends with previously. So this is a new beginning for an old relationship. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is being very confident, being very self-assured. It's a reminder to like keep things like fun and feisty too. Like don't fall into any old habits. It's kind of fresh, it's new, it's energized. Let's take a look at clarifiers now and see what other messages we have for our love column. At the top here, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a decision card. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it indicates decision. In this case, I think it's a decision as if we're going to reunite or not. I think there's a lot of joy in this. I think this reunion could be really positive for you. At the end of the day, that decision lives with you, Leo. But based on the cards I'm seeing, this reunion seems relatively positive. At the next clarifier we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very much so a love card. This is Prince or Princess Charming. It's knight in shining armor. It's super romantic. It's very proposal-like. If you're in a relationship already, this could be engagement or marriage, or this again could be that kind of new beginning, that reuniting, that new spark to something old. At the bottom here, we have the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. I feel like there could be a little bit of envy or insecurity here, so just be aware of that. And with the Queen of Wands, it's very much so a card of being confident and being self-assured. So try and squash any insecurities you may be feeling. I don't think it'll derail the relationship, but again, they are coming through. It is something that you're feeling, so just be aware a little bit of that. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides, something to carry into the month of February with you. Leo, we have a summary affirmation card of I am authentic. Make sure that you're being authentic to yourself. Do things that feel good for you. Note this little tiny heart in the corner here. Being authentic is like being genuine. What feels good, what makes you happy, kind of what makes your heart sing. So do things that are authentic and true to you going into the month of February. But let's see what messages we have in this final column. The first card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active. It's new project, new creative idea. There's something new that we're taking on. This is kind of like Energizer Bunny energy. It's like, go, 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 go. So we're very inspired by this new thing. It's something we're very interested in. It's interesting because it's like with this, you don't really have to check to see if it's like an authentic feeling. It is an opportunity that I think you genuinely feel very drawn to and excited about. The next card that we have is the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles. This is about being resourceful, so do keep that in mind. Make sure you're using your resources appropriately, the right amount of time, money, energy, words, whatever those resources may be. It's about being thoughtful and resourceful with those resources. This is also a very domestic card and a card of fertility. So this again could be new baby, relationship, something that could be the new opportunity that we're very excited about. But again, being resourceful with those resources. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is typically a card of a not very good relationship. This is bully, theft, violence, some sort of toxic relationship or toxic situation. So again, we need to be doing things that feel authentic to us, that bring joy to us. This is kind of like the rainbow after the rain sort of type feeling. So maybe there was a situation or a person that aligned with this Five of Swords. So this is kind of the new opportunity and how we're going to handle things on the other side. Let's clarify though, see what other messages I can give you here. The first card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. Definitely make sure we keep that top of mind as we go into whatever this new opportunity or relationship is. Pairs so nicely with the Authentic card that we were talking about earlier. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of reunion. So again, I think this is like reuniting a spark here. And that makes sense with the Queen of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Queen of Coins. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles being a relationship, domestic type card. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. Do make sure that we keep an eye out for burdens in the relationship or things that could make this relationship toxic. Again, think back to things that are self-respect, self-love, unconditional love, being very authentic to you. So make sure it's serving you well, not things that are going to wear you out. Okay, now I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them. But for question number 1, we have the Jack of Spades. This is number 52 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Six of Hearts. This is number 3 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Ten of Hearts. This is number 7 card. That's going to be a yes. So yeses across the board there for you, Leo. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of February. Your crystal is Moonstone, which is good for devotion. It's very intuitive. It does have a feminine nature to it, and it kind of helps you keep the crazy at bay and like mitigate crazy situations. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, when I is replaced with we, illness becomes wellness. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Leo, and I hope you have a fabulous February.